Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. And when last we left off, we found and unlocked a trio of Mordhell lockboxes, and then we sold all the stuff that was in them to Nia, who gave us fantastic prices. We used some of the money we got from that to improve our lockpicking with Abbock, and is James now absolutely amazing at picking locks. That is 92%. And Owen is still terrible, but not as terrible. Gorath, however, with a little bit of practice and the amulet that James has, could be pretty decent at it. Now, let us keep moving and see if there... Ooh, there is a building here. Let us totally go and see who's here. James pushed open the door. No one has lived here in some time, he said, looking around the empty room. I like that the game has little things like this. Little places that don't have any actual importance, but are great for building up flavour, like you would find in a medieval land, abandoned houses and things like that. I'm going to follow the road south here. Like, I could just go that way, but I feel like following the road means I'll be more likely to find interesting things just off it. Like, is there anything over here? The answer is a resounding yes! 3 boxes. Well, have we hit the mother lode of stuff? The answer is possibly. I mean, we also could have hit the mother lode of traps exploding in our face, but, let's hope not. Are they lockboxes? Oh, yes, they are. Gorath scanned the runes. He got it in the woods and brought it home in his hand because he couldn't find it. The more he looked for it, the more he felt it. When he finally found it, he threw it away. Huh. Couldn't find it. What do we have? Is this thorn? Because you get thorns in the woods because they're splinters of... It is, isn't it? It is! Oh, what have we got? Ooh, another virtue key. Nice. And a peasant's key. Also nice. And money. This is my favourite kind of thing, because we aren't really carrying anything else with us. So, what's this about? Given to a Santos of Caval Keep, the quantity of 500 rubies and 200 golden sovereigns, totaling a value not in excess of 20,200 sovereigns. That is interesting. That almost seems important. Maybe I should hold on to that. Either way, next one. Death to our enemies. No living adversary shall escape the new king of these isles. He will lead us to glory and provide new lands for our people. Well, I know what this is, even without seeing what letters there are. I just need to know if I can spell it. So... There's the K. Went past the K again. Delicon? Since this is a Mordhell box, oh yeah, it's Delicon. What do we have? Oh, more lockpicks. And a large amount of gold. Not gonna say no to that. You have 24 lockpicks now. And finally, the third one. Today he is there to trip you up, and he will torture you tomorrow, yet he is also there to ease the pain when you are lost in grief and sorrow. Huh. A lulet. No. I'm gonna see if I can spell a word here. Oh! This is something I don't drink. It is, isn't it? Oh, it is! Alcohol. And in here is a dragonstone, because we needed another one of those, says the game. And another peasant's key. We have a large amount of keys. Like, we have a large amount of keys. Let's make our way back to the road. I get the feeling we might be missing an encounter if we don't stick to the road. Still, hidden away behind that hill was a lovely trio of stuff. What do we have here? North Trail. Okay. What's this way? I'll tell you what's this way, probably trouble. Which means I should be saving. I should be saving a lot more than I am. Also, I should be double-checking... Yep, all of our skills are correct. Oh, it's getting dark. Ooh, there's a chest there as well. Let's rest here until morning. Actually, let's rest a bit more. There we go. It's now day. Ah! Hi! We're set, then. Let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. The men charged them. Withdrawing strange packs from their tunics, they pelted Gorath and Owen with gobs of material that smelled terribly. Confused at first, Gorath examined the material, then realized what was happening. "It's a Quagian battle tactic," James shouted. "They're throwing disease-infected mulch. We've got to take them down." Hopefully, we're not actually diseased right now. If we are, well, we can use our restoratives, can't we? Charge! And because we can, let's use a flame cast. Let's use a big flame cast. Ha-ha! That'll hurt a lot. You're going to move forward, you're going to do that, and you're going to attack here. And absolutely destroy that person. You're going to dodge, and miss, and you're going to finish that one off. Completely. We could maybe use this as an opportunity to regain your stamina. And it seems like a good idea. Oh. Oh, you're not regaining more than 17. Huh. Well, we can defend here and just have you attack. And we'll see what happens. No one wished to speak about it. Right. We are plagued with 75%. Huh. Well, this is unfortunate. Fortunately, we have knowledge that restoratives can cure this. Also, we have another whetstone. Ugh. Rations? They're not poisoned. Okay. Non-poison rations. They're a decent thing to have, so you need 3, you need 3, and you need 2. So you take 3. You take 3. And you just take the rest. They'll be useful. Okay, money. Let's take the swords and repair the swords just right now. Then we're going to have to deal with this plague. I wonder if there is a temple in Silden that will deal with the plague. Honestly, I should probably just use my my restoratives. We do have them. They're there for a reason. 1, 2, 3. They're all pretty much fixed up. Can you carry them? Actually, you can. You can carry all of these. And we might have a little bit more room in a moment. On account of the restoratives we're about to use. Let's get armorcraft going. And hammer these into good shape. Marvellous. And you gained a point of armorcraft, which is always good. Right. Let's save in another slot, so I can experiment with this. So let's remove this one. And let's get 53B. So, restoratives. You're plagued at 75%. If you were to consume a restorative right now, And again, and again. 60. It's going to take a lot of uses of restoratives to deal with this, but you know what? Maybe herbal packs will do the trick. If you use a herbal pack, and you use a herbal pack. Oh, you don't have any space. And you use a herbal pack. Does this deal with, plague? We can't rest right now. But if you were, say, to back off a bit... It does deal with it. Okay, it does deal with it, but you know what? I want to use some of these restoratives. So let's actually use some of these restoratives. I'm not going to use them otherwise. I'm really not. So you have a bunch of restoratives. 12. Just keep using them until you're fully no longer plagued. 30%, so you need to use 6 more. I clicked the wrong thing there. How much more do you have? 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, you're out. Drink 3 more. And you are no longer plagued. Excellent. This is when the next ones also do the exact same thing. So, 70, 65, 60, 55, 50, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. You are fully devoid of plague. Now, it's Gorath's turn. Oh, Gorath can't. Gorath's inventory is a bit full. Also, we did pick up another whetstone. Okay. So, pass this along. And 70, 65, 60, 55, 50, 4... Oh! You're at 45, right. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5... Done. Fully better. No more plague. I accidentally drunk one more, because I'm a fool. But I'm a fool that still has a lot of restoratives. Not as many as we used to have, but we still have a lot. What we don't have right now is the ability to know for sure whether the place ahead of us has more bad guys. Oh. That... James grunted. Despite his repeated efforts to pull the Scarecrow out the ground, it wouldn't budge. Oh, it's just the Scarecrow. James smelled fish. Looks like this road will take us into the town of Silden, he said. Think we should go in for supplies? We should. Soaked for ages in the rank perfume of fish scales and sea salt, the wharfs of Silden seemed more likely a home for a race of fishmen than the leather-skinned sailors who trod its wooden-planked docks. Traditionally the home of the less reputable, it was known for its shady transactions with the slavers of Greater Kesh. Well, there's that first. Let's go to the shop. Harker's Kajonlo. Owen surveyed the shop. Though he could see no perceptible evidence the shop's owner had placed any special wards around his inventory, he was dimly aware of something unnatural about the doorway through which they had passed. In the pit of his stomach, he knew that thieves would find themselves the victims of some magic unpleasantness. What can we sell? Not armor. Or weapons. Ooh, scrolls are available. Well, first things first, can we sell this? Yes. Can we sell this? Yes. What else could we maybe sell? Not a lot, honestly. What we want to do, actually, sorry, is go back into the shop and, haggle to start with, and then we'll actually switch to barding, so that we can do bard stuff. We have to travel quite a ways to, they sell herbal packs here. That's nice. They also sell aventurine. We have to travel quite a ways to get this stuff fixed, aren't we? We really are, but that's okay. We can do that. We have plenty of rations, and it will be worth it, especially for Nia. There are also some chests here too. Silverthorn can be bought here, and it's very expensive. So I'm really, really glad that I kept that Silverthorn. I'll let you have some haggling XP. But honestly, I'm not sure if this is actually... Ooh, you sell restoratives as well. Okay, what scrolls are there? There's a Dragon's Breath, I think we have that. There is a Flame Cast, we have that. Skyfire we also have. Hotcho's Haven we have. Eyes of Ishap we have. Night Fingers we don't have. Nacra Cicatrix we don't have. Skin of the Dragon we do have. Stardusk. Stardusk is pretty cheap, but I think that is one we also have. So let's actually... Oh, before I do this, let's... Oh, you gain some haggling. You gain some haggling too. Marvellous. Let's switch to barding, because while we're here, we might as well bard. You don't need that. So we'll leave, and we will check the tavern. Angerhead Tavern. Conversation within the room halted briefly as James pushed his way into the room, returning a nod from a rough-looking pair of mercenaries who otherwise seemed engaged in a dispute over a lost bet. Bard. Owen played. His fingers slid easily over the lute's fingerboard as he moved between chords of This Kingdom Mine, the notes filling him up, as well as guiding him forward. Quietly, he began to sing the refrain. This kingdom mine, with my blood I've paid, to guard against all who oppose her. 57 sovereigns. Not bad. There's inn, talk, and barmaid. Well, we'll talk. James motioned to the man. Okay, we've seen that one. James motioned to the figure across the room. The man walked over to join them. You will bring ill luck on all our heads. I do not wish your business. Why do you wish us gone? If you are here, you have crossed paths with those who work for the crawler. All who cross him die. You wouldn't happen to mean some men who were waiting outside of town, would you? I will say nothing more to you. I'm content as a living man. I can understand your fears. I will ask no more questions of you for now. I will say nothing more to you. Okay, can't do anything there. Let's talk to you. The man scarcely acknowledged them. You look like a sorry dog, James commented, noting the long look on the man's face. What troubles you? Today I drink up the last winnings I ever made in Lance's tourneys, he said, watching the swirling contents of his cup. From this day forth, I have to earn an unsullied day's living. James arched a brow. I wouldn't call being a lancer a sullied profession. No, the man replied with a pained smile. Not ordinarily. But I'm beginning to advance in years, and my strength is not all it used to be. At the last Lancer's tourney, I bought a vial of Fadamore's formula. Unfortunately, before the last joust of the day, I was discovered drinking it. My lord rescinded my bond, and the master of ceremonies forbid me ever attending another tourney, so I may never again seek another noble employer. Reaching into his belt, he pulled out a small vial and slapped it into James's palm. All yours. I'll be happy not to see another drop of it in all my life. James squinted. Why give this to us? I'm not specifically giving it to you, the man said. You were just at hand when I decided to give it up. But to give you an understanding why I'm giving it up, perhaps I could show you something. Pulling up the hem of his tunic, he indicated a puckered scar which marred the flesh above his navel. Several of the knights I defeated in a tourney gathered together, and among them decided I should be taught a lesson. A hot iron shoved into your guts could be a very convincing teacher. Ooh, that's bad. Also, James tried the lock. He moved closer to examine the brass-plated lock, but a group of sailors wandering by made him wary. No sense risking a night in a lockup over this. Let's leave, he sighed. Also, there is... That's that house. There's also this. James shouted at the ship. Appearing at the railing of the ship, a golden-haired man waved down to them, then cupped his hands over his mouth. "Unless one of you are in need of a trip to the priestess on the Isle of Ortis, I can't help you," he shouted. "I've got to get the Mist Devil ready for sailing out within the week. Is one of you critically ill?" "No," but James spluttered, but he was cut off by the first mate. "Sorry, mates," the retreating man shouted, ringing a bell on deck. "I've got to get these swabs moving." So, that would be where we'd go if we needed to heal, which we don't. Also, barding improved, which is lovely. Your barding is now at 33%, and yours is at 44%. And of course, yours is at 100%. And so, when we come back, folks, we are going to go all the way back to Nia's shop, because our inventory is pretty full of stuff that we kind of want to get rid of. And then we will return, and, also we got, Fatima's formula, 6 vials of it. That'll go with the 1 vial of it we already have. Marvellous. And then we will head north. Might as well sell this, it'll make a bit of coin, and we'll certainly get the, enough money to make up for the rations we spend doing the, trek. Also, we could get more health and stamina improvements along the way. Also, I do want to have more inventory spaces for the chests that are nearby. Definitely want to open them. And so, when we come back, getting loot, selling loot, and then heading north. And possibly buying some more stuff in the shops that we encounter, because eventually we'll want to get more stuff. What else are we saving our money for? And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.